We like to think that we're the chefs in our own kitchen. We're the ones in the most control, and this bleeds into almost every aspect of our lives. We tell ourselves that the more knowledge and power we attain, the more that we can control the things that are unseen, the more that we can become gods of our own lives. But that's not true, because there will always be something out of our control. Time, for example, the likes of which, no matter how much we try to save it, will always get spent eventually, leading us to, death. I think this is something that we all know, yet a lot of us spend our lives trying to forget. We're all gonna die someday, and that kinda sucks. So it's in our human nature to wanna assume the position of a god so that we can feel that we're in control of the greatest of unknowns. This is why Adam and Eve ate the apple, and it's also why we hold pretty rocks next to our chest and follow ideologies like the law of attraction. Like, if we think positively, we'll gain the power to manifest a good future. But that begs the question, is power really the solution to the fear of our mortality? This question reminds me of a Latin phrase titled Memento Mori, meaning, remember you must die. It's a phrase that Roman slaves would whisper in the ears of generals as they paraded their victory across the streets of Rome. This worked as a constant reminder to them that no matter how powerful they become, they're still mortal, they're still bound by time, and one day they're gonna die. Despite Memento Mori being a rather morbid saying, it's a phrase that's celebrated, which has helped me to the conclusion that acceptance in the fact that we're not chefs in control of every aspect of this meal called life is when the solution to fear reveals itself. Peace. Peace that's more than just a temporary state, free of disturbance, but peace that breeds wholeness and completeness within us, that takes the attention away from our fear and onto something that's a lot bigger than ourselves. I ain't saying this is easy though, because that fear has a very clever and subtle way of working itself back into our lives, tricking us into taking on the position of gods again. And once we do that, all of our little problems start to look big again. We start to overplan, overthink, overworry, because hey, the world revolves around us, right? No, there's only so much we can do. We're not gods. Perhaps the creation of one, but not gods in and of ourselves. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take responsibility for the way that our lives turn out through our actions. However, we shouldn't run so far from our fears that it takes us away from the knowledge of our own mortality. It's that knowledge where true peace is found. Not in our power, not in what we can control, but in realizing that we can't control everything. But anyway, take a look at my pasta. Did I do a good job? I think I cooked it pretty good. My name's FitZanime, live and love, and have a good day.